I'd like to call the Finance Audit Tendering and Administration Committee Wednesday, March 1st, 2026 at 12:05, whatever to order. Welcome, call to order. I'd like to just some opening remarks. Like to, we're getting staffed up in our finance department. We got great staff here today. Of course, always our CAO and our committee, Deputy Mayor Yankoff is joining us online. Welcome, Deputy. I'd like to welcome Amy McClellan, who was the successful candidate in our finance for finance manager for our department. Welcome, Amy. Amy comes to us from some past experience. She's spent some time in the Red Shores world and the bioscience sector, if I'm saying that right. And some time with Saltwater.
Yep.
Welcome, Amy. Look forward to having you on board, and
Thank you.
you're coming in at a pivotal or an important time with our budget month, and I know there's a lot of work, and CAO has been working with staff and and advancing and getting that ready, and it'll be I'm sure a good exercise for you to be part of this year. So welcome, and Isaac, always good getting back. Nancy, and
Sherry.
of course, what's that?
Sherry.
Yeah, Sherry McNeil, the procurement officer. So yeah, we got a group around, so we're good to go. We'll call to order declarations of conflict of interest. Are there any?
Not here.
Not seeing any. Approval of agenda.
I'll move it.
So moved and seconded by Deputy Mayor. Okay. You there, Lana?
That's good with me. Yep. Anytime you need a seconder, I'm here for you.
All right, thank you. Approval of the previous draft minutes of February 4th.
I'll move it.
So moved. And seconded by Deputy Mayor Landcoff. Approval of minutes. Business arising from the minutes. I just wanted to follow up. I know the discussion on the environment and sustainability on the invoices and that 28,000 piece as it related to that. There was follow up going to happen on the December and January kind of invoices. I don't know if anyone's familiar, but maybe we can confirm where those.
I can probably speak on that. I
Okay.
did have a conversation with Jessica,
Okay.
and so I'll explain. So I'm going to, I think it was held back because some questions in my head.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. No, that was it for me. Were there any other business arising from the minutes? Not seeing any. Okay, thank you. So right into 6, our discussions and reports. We've got 6A to E, and I guess will you be speaking?
I think we're gonna let Isaac continue
Isaac,
today.
okay, I'm sorry,
Don't
okay.
throw Amy into the
All right.
deep end too quick.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Then hand that over to you, Isaac, on the budget transfers as it relates to public works.
And Albert's here also, Chair.
I was gonna say, I'll do
Okay.
it.
All right. I was right there.
Just in time out
There
there.
it is. Albert's.
Timed it perfectly.
So, is it Albert or I say?
I think,
Out there.
Mr. Chair, I will take it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Albert, take a minute.
I'm okay. Yeah, so this is just some budget transfers through our capital budget. Basically, we found some line items that were short of funds with some carryovers from budget line items from 24-25.
Yeah.
And then just different capital projects that were short. So if there's any particular questions on certain ones, I can do my best to answer, but We've kind of transferred the funds from other areas where we know we won't fully allocate them this year by the end of this month, so.
So the overall budget doesn't change, you're just moving from some line items that are surplus to some line items that were really short, yeah.
That's great.
That's
Just on that, Albert, when I was looking at that this morning, like for instance, the first line item there, streets, Water Street, 135,000 from, and then two streets engineering. Does that mean has there been engineering done for Water Street?
Yes.
And so does this 135 represent that street or work that related to Water Street?
probably Dover Street, I think the street engineering part is over budget by 135,000, so that's where they're transferring it over.
Okay.
But that is correct. So for example, for that, like the streets engineering falls under road and like streets, roads and rehabs, that whole budget line item.
Yep.
And then Water Street, we originally had 200,000 budgeted for that street, which
Yep.
Again, I wasn't here last year when the budget was created, but the funds
Yeah.
that were put for that were for engineering, survey work and work to be done to look at that street. So
Yeah.
I think what's also happened, like you'll see the streets engineering one is $135,000 under budget. There's a few areas for that that have come, there's been engineering work done for Water Street, for other areas that have gone to streets engineering that could have been billed directly to those particular line items also.
And then the transfer, the 114,494 from the Mount Edward Transit Building to the Hillsborough Park Community Center. What's kind of going on there?
So the Mountain Road Transit Building, we priority one upgrades, we did put out a tender and it did get awarded. And those upgrades are happening. It came in under budget to what was allocated for it. And then Hillsborough, the community center upgrades, this was one of the items that didn't get billed in time last year, so the project was completed, but the final bill didn't come in before March 31st of 25, so it kind of didn't come in time to get billed for last year's budget, so we kind of had to carry it forward.
Okay, thank you. Anything further on that to Alberta?
I'll move.
I'll second it.
Okay, thank you. And then 6B. Is that you again, Alberta?
Yeah, that's correct. So this one as well, this is from our operational budget. So the street resurfacing in-house asphalt is the asphalt that we use, that our own internal crews go and pick up and use for patching. So again, we were $80,000 short, went a little bit over budget in that patchwork through the summer, so we do have some funds and we think by end of March that we'll have a surplus in gas and oil, so we're looking to transfer those funds from gas and oil in our operational budget to street resurfacing and asphalt. Again, operational budget.
Just on that, Albert, is there any particular reason that we were over on the gas budget? Like when you say gas and oil, I'm assuming most of that's gas for the vehicles, public works vehicles.
The description isn't there. I think it may be public works vehicles, or it may have come from the general account for our buildings. So
So would this be all the snow we've had and extra clearing, or what? I just wonder why we're over budget in gas. We usually budget pretty good on gas.
Under budget in gas and oil.
We're under budget in gas and
Yes,
oil.
okay.
Yeah.
You're moving it from there.
We're
Oh,
moving it
sorry.
from there
I'm
to
sorry, yeah.
to street resurfacing, yeah.
Sorry. Okay, makes sense.
So is that pretty, yeah, just some housekeeping and that's a good, we're good in that one?
Move that along too.
Move on. Okay, you're a good deputy,
I'll second it,
thank you.
second it.
And 6C, budget transfer, Jessica Cork, Manager of Environment Sustainability, is that something you can speak to, Councilor Bernard?
We actually have Simon on Teams, he's gonna speak.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
all right, thank you. All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is a funding transfer relating to our FCM funding from Growing Canada's Community Canopy. Essentially, we were given $182,535 for both operational expenses, so buying trees and shrubs and paying for contractors, and to hire some seasonal staff as well. So obviously we've reached the end of the seasonal staff's contracts, and now we need to transfer the money from that fund across to the appropriate wages area.
That's just like an in and out.
Again, yeah,
So we'll move that.
again, yeah, okay, thank you for that. So committee's okay with that?
Yep, I'll move it.
Yeah, move that, moved by Councilor Bernard, seconded
I'll
by
second it.
Deputy Mayor Dankoff, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Chair?
So Chair, I just wanted to
Yeah.
So there was a little challenge I had with that. Yes, on the revenue side, yes, their inflows is in there, but on the specific account they are seeking to make the payments from, if we do the transfer of 37,000, we're going to be short of about 4,008. And so I drew the attention to that. So they are seeking to do a budget transfer of 37,000.
Correct.
Yes. The budget transfer, when they make the payment from the account, they're going to be short of about 4,800. So what it means is that the budget transfer that is required need to be more by 4,800 if we want to make payment from that specific account.
So why wouldn't they have asked for 41,000 instead of 37?
Yeah, so I think we started a conversation yesterday. I drew the attention to that and we're seeking to see how best we're going to handle it. But I think that it is important that we bring to the attention of committee.
So does Simon or Jessica know that?
Yes, I drew Jessica's attention.
You know, there are funds.
Simon's still on the line?
Yeah, he's still on the line.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
So this is it's essentially I don't know how best to say this, but the amount of income that we've had hasn't all tracked into the accounts that we specified right now. So there's a process of investigating which accounts those income has come to. The money has come from the places, the funders. It just hasn't followed the course laid out entirely yet.
So, Simon,
Yep.
so in that account, the Fiona replanting with 37.5, is there 41,000 in that account left?
No, well, there should be. We have spent 233,000, and we should have 300 and something thousand in it.
So,
It's unfortunately there seems to have been some sort of I don't know how best to describe it in accounting terms, but the money has come in, but may not have been in the right account right now. It should,
So-
but that hopefully is just a case of a journal entry somewhere along the lines.
so does it make sense to adjust this now to 41,000 coming out of the Fiona replanting?
I couldn't tell you that's on that Isaac. So that's a financial procedure. As far as I can tell, it's just a question of tracking down where the money is in what GL.
Does that make sense, Isaac, to move that and then?
So, Mr. Chair, I think that the best way forward will be to up it, as you rightly said, by 41,000. Because from the discussion going on, the revenue account is separate from the expense account. And we are seeking to make a transfer from an expense account. The expense account is going to be over budget. That is separate and distinct from a revenue account. So yes, the revenue might have come in as an inflow. We need to track where the revenue came to, and that is separate on its own. But we are seeking to make a payment from an account which is an expense account, which we don't want it to be overdrawn. So that is what we are seeking to resolve now.
So can we all agree to adjust that to the 41? That fixes the problem,
Yeah.
so.
I have no, Chair, I have no issues with that. The alternative is to track down the money before payment is made.
Well, that's what I was gonna
Yeah,
suggest, trusting not to come back here, but
Yeah.
staff will do that.
But I think, well, what I'm thinking is you can track it, you can still track it. But if you wanna fix this now, as opposed to coming back and asking again, it would just be still a surplus in that account.
Yes, yeah, I'm fine with that, but, yeah. Make sure the 41's there, but
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
can track the
Oh,
difference.
for sure, I figured they still would, yeah. So I'll,
We should finish the year. In a net positive position from our point of view, with all of the income that we've received relative to our outgoings. We won't be overspent in terms of what we spent versus what we've had come in.
so I'll move adjusting it to 41,000 from the planning into wages projects.
Deputy Mayor, are you with us on what Councillor Bernard's
Yeah.
suggesting? I'm fine with it,
Yeah,
CAO's
no
fine.
problem. Yeah,
All right.
I'll second that for sure.
Okay, so we have the, anyway, got the right numbers there, the 41 or whatever it is.
I'm just seeking clarification for myself. Is it the wages account that doesn't have enough money in it with this transfer?
Yes.
Thank you.
Everybody's good around the table?
Yep.
All right, thank you. So that concludes 6C. Takes us to 6D. Isaiah and Sherry if need be. Oh, Sherry? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Since the last Finance Committee meeting on February 4th, it had been noted that section 6.4, 6.5 of the procurement policy requires some clarification.
Yeah.
What was missing from those sections is the dollar amount that was agreed upon on the Finance Committee meeting on October 8th. On that meeting, the amount threshold to align with the province was $4,000 as the limit. So we're looking to add that to the policy. The amount, that threshold has increased since January through the free trade agreement thresholds. So it's now 34.7. So what we're asking to add to this section 6.4 is in efforts to support local business, the city may provide on purchases up to $34,700. A preference of up to 10% to businesses located in the municipality of Charlottetown, provided that the preference clause and percentage amount is noted on the RFQ, RFP, and tender. So that's what we are asking to add as clarification to the policy.
Chair, and Sherry, could you just clarify that's in alignment with the province at this point?
Yes, yes. Currently, it's under the Canadian Free Trade Agreement. The province has a limit of 34.7. Yes, we're under the MASH. It's called MASH, which stands for municipalities, academia, schools, and hospitals. Our limit is actually higher. Our limit is 139,000 for goods. But to align with other jurisdictions that we've looked at, like for instance Stratford and Summerside, Stratford, for instance, has a limit of 25,000 and a 5% preference. And Summerside is 15,000. So we are looking to be in alignment with the other municipalities.
So, Mr. Chair, just a little add on. Again, we decided to also align with the province because going back to October 8th committee meeting, I think the conversation centered on agreeing on aligning our threshold, the maximum threshold, to that of the province. At the time, it was 33,700. And so that is why we decided to align with the province number, which has been reviewed or revised to the 34,700.
Any questions, comments on the updates on the procurement piece? Anyone?
I just have one, and it's not on the revisions, it's part of the policy, I just never noticed this before, I'm just, quick question to Isaac. So the revisions are fine, I'm good with that, it makes sense. Where it says procurement value, taxes included, it has been changed to exclude as taxes are not part of the budget amounts. And I'm wondering, Isaac, does that, will that become a problem when we're doing our budgeting and the taxes are not included?
Yes, Mr. Chair, so when budget is approved, whatever ceiling or cap that is given to a department is tax inclusive. So
Tax included?
tax inclusive, yes. So when we say that, for instance, sustainability has a budget of 20,000 to spend on, let's say, goods, that 20,000 is inclusive of taxes. So it is incumbent on the department to plan their purchases to be within that budget. It is not tax exclusive. If we do that, we'll come back with a lot of overruns, budget overruns.
So I kind of lost it there, because it says here, change to excluded, as taxes are not part of the budget
It's
amount.
inclusive.
So they used to be included, but they're saying change it to excluded. And that's what I wonder if that caused problems.
We said included.
Excuse me, it was included
No,
and it was changed.
Mr. Chair,
Is that a
I missed it
typo?
because we agreed that it should be inclusive.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a email correspondence between myself and Sherry that it should be
Just shows you,
inclusive.
this is where I'm talking about right here. Procurement value of taxes included, dash, change to exclude as taxes are not part of the budget amounts.
Yeah.
So that just
Yeah,
typo?
so, yeah, it's a typo, we will correct this.
Typo?
Yeah, it should be inclusive, tax inclusive.
Yes, that would make sense, because throw the budgets off. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And is that any additional questions on the procurement?
No?
Also,
Pretty
Chair, if I might, excuse me, if I may, just wanted to also note that section 6.5, we added the perimeters of being local, being in the municipality of Charlottetown.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to make that clear.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure everyone understood that part.
That was 10% up to 100,000, I think, Sherry?
No, this is, pardon me, this has to do with section,
Criteria
the criteria, yeah.
to qualify to be a business in the municipality. There is a criteria you need to meet, and that's what we
I'm
want
trying
to
to think, so,
specify.
yeah, that was the, to give the city a bit of an advantage, it was 10%, but it was up to $100,000, was it not?
It's
And
up,
it wouldn't be a $2 million project.
no,
Yeah,
that's
it
correct.
was yeah.
That's correct, it's up to 34.7. And to qualify for this preference, a business must provide evidence when their bid is submitted that it maintains a place of business by leasing or owning office, commercial, industrial space, or where applicable, residential space in the municipality of Charlottetown on an annual basis for the primary purpose of operating the subject business. So we've added that to clarify. what the perimeters of the municipality of Charlottetown,
So was the cap 100,000 or was it 37.4?
37.4,
That's the cap.
correct. And that has to do with the Canadian Free Trade
Right,
Agreement
okay.
and that we're aligned with the province.
Yep, thanks, Sherry.
So, just if we could, Sherry, you know, on the procurement piece, and as we know, we've passed a procurement bylaw, we have a procurement officer coming into a big, you know, budget process and getting going to tender. How are you feeling about how the whole kind of procurement piece and our policy and you know, feedback, you know, with you know, the tender folk out there, the public?
Yeah, no, well, thank you, Chair. Yes, I believe, you know, it's going well. I think it's important to keep the policy updated and educate everyone on, you know, the policies that we're following. Therefore, I find, you know, it's clarification and communication that's will make it more effective, correct?
Great, thank you.
You
Okay.
may want, I think what she's saying, you may wanna highlight that at our next public meeting. Let everybody know.
Yeah. All right, so six E, report on the update on operational matters. Essentially, our I guess our budget year to date, 10 months, Isaac, we've got 10 months ending January 31st, 2026. We in the package, have it in front of us. Is there anything committee sees that they have questions on? Good?
I have one, that's the out there, it's gone too, I don't, is there independent, and maybe the CAO knows, is there any work, anything coming up on the parking garages? Any updates on that?
As far as, you talking about Queen Street Parkade, Terry?
Yeah.
I know we've done some assessments and some structural enhancements over the last several months, and we're still waiting for a report.
Yes, one more report on it, but we've done an assessment and looking at its future. And we have still more work to do down on the Pownell Parkade. The repair work was started and then it got too cold and it will resume again in the spring.
Okay, and I may be confused, and I thought there was some repair work that was gonna happen at Queen Street also, but am I wrong there?
We're looking at the future of the Queen Street Parkade, but the
Yeah.
actual repair work is taking place on the Pownell Parkade.
So there was no repair work scheduled to be done here, I know we're looking at a bigger plan, but I thought there was some repair work that we're gonna.
There's some shoring done.
Yeah, we have done
You
some.
have done that?
Yes,
Oh,
yep.
okay, perfect, okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I just a general, I guess, comment, clarification. On the revenue, the two top lines, the property taxes, the provincial grant. You know, and looking at those, like our original budget for property taxes and provincial grant, 48,700,000, 23,800,000. So that's a total, what was budgeted, let's call it 72.6 million. Year to date, we've got, on this statement anyway, we've got 40.9 million in property taxes and 19.7 on provincial grant for a total of 60,752,000. So there's, anyway, difference there. I guess we're in good shape there in terms of what the expectations are for balance of what's coming from taxes and provincial government, or there's no just
Yes, sir.
status quo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, perfect.
We did have an agreement last year that we had an extra 2.1 million coming.
Yeah.
So we got 2.1 last year, we already hit.
So would that be, Councillor Bernard, probably in that provincial grant piece? Maybe?
Probably, I don't know where they slid it in here, but.
Anyway, we'll leave it with our staff and CAO and
Just as long as Isaac knows, because I don't, Isaac wasn't here last year when we made that agreement, so.
yeah,
It should be, it should come right through anyways, but we'll watch it, make sure.
thank you.
Now, last year it was showing the books at 1.8 million, and then this year 2.1.
Yeah, if you just kinda, whatever, have the minutes kinda reflect that, would be clarity around that, what was discussed last year, I guess, and what's gonna be received at end of fiscal. All right, well, 12:35, we're on time and way ahead of budget maybe. Introduction, number 7, introduction to new business, is there any new business? Okay.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair, sorry to take you back. I wanted to give you a little update on billing. There's a little situation I think that I need to bring the attention of our committee.
Sure,
Yeah, so as we communicated that by God's grace, we were able to resume to normal billing cycle last month, that's February.
we're talking sewer and water now,
Yeah, yes, sir.
okay?
And we also did indicate that we're going to start posting penalties for delayed payments effective end of this month.
Right.
Now, there is a little challenge we have regarding 51 properties. So
51 properties.
51 properties, yeah. We issued service orders because we had issues of zero read from those meters. As at the time we're running 3 months ago, those 51 properties, we are still not being able to receive feedback on the service orders. What it means is that we are not going to be able to run today, tomorrow, as we intend to run for March, within the cycle that we're going to run. Now, when that happens, what is going to mean that these 51 properties will not have bills issued to them for the past 9 months. Now, if within the few months ahead of us, we are still unable to receive feedback in terms of solution to the challenges we are experiencing with these properties, that will be running into about 12 months. Now, per the bylaw, we cannot charge beyond 6 months. And so I needed to bring to the attention of committee that this is a challenge we have now regarding these 51 properties. We are in touch with the technical team, the superintendent of water and sewer utility. They also have their own challenges, so perhaps I think that maybe across committee level conversation can go on so we know what the challenges are and then we can address these issues.
I'm not sure I understand the whole, Richard, you probably have an idea since you should be managing the water. So
yes,
it sounds
but,
like 51 properties that haven't had a bill or haven't paid a bill in 9 to 12 months.
That's what I'm wondering, same question.
Yeah.
But we should issue a bill, even a zero read, we can issue a bill because there's a per day charge. Or you can do an estimate for what you think the consumption would be based on history. Like there's ways around that, you shouldn't
Yeah.
avoid billing people, I'm curious, I mean, again, I'm just hearing about this 51 now.
Okay, so
You guys could probably talk about a solution for it.
Mr. Chair, so as was said by Director, if we have the clearance, we can issue them bills based on zero read. Because as was rightly mentioned, whether you use water or not, we still have some fixed charges that you need to pay in terms of service charges for the meters. And so we can do that if we intend to do that or we have the clearance to do that.
Okay, and can we maybe, if this makes sense, maybe just have the minutes reflect the discussion, and that my recommendation would be that put it back in the hands of staff, be it whatever, self, finance, or CAO, and come up with a solution.
Yeah.
I mean, it is possible they're not home and they didn't use water, so I mean, you should be issuing a bill, but investigating what it is. But it is entirely possible that the property is vacant and there is no consumption.
So, just out of curiosity, if they didn't use any water or sewage, is there any charge?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I mean, just the
Service charge.
availability of us providing water, even though you don't use any water?
Service charge.
Yes.
Yeah, service charge.
Again, I'm just gonna leave it at that, leave it in staff's hands to amongst the various departments and CAO if it needs to be there or whatever, just with a solution, I guess, and a fix.
Will do, Chair.
Good?
Good.
Alright, adjournment? So moved, adjournment?
Yeah.
Seconded by Deputy Mayor Dankoff. We're adjourned.